connecting Indigenous musicians and artists to the world. Welcome to Indigenous Superstars with your host, Rhonda Head.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show this evening. I'm on my 78th show tonight, and I have a really awesome guest as usual. And I just want to say a couple of things announce a couple of things before we move on. There's a talent show for the youth on Thursday, May 20th and May 27th. So be sure to register. Here's the poster. I'm just going to show you the poster right away. It's a youth talent show, and it's a fundraiser. The funds raised goes to the homeless in Winnipeg. And the finale is on June 2nd. And we already had 2 shows already, and singers that were participating moved on to the finale. And Lisa Clark, the CEO from Clear Sky Connections, said she's going to sponsor 4 youth to enter the show on May 20th. So if you're interested in being part of the talent show, contact Lisa Clark or Maggie Moose, and the information is there on the poster right here, right, right there. So it's a really good show, and we had some really fantastic musicians come on, and there's so many talented youth in Manitoba. And this contest is open to youth in Manitoba that are 13 to 30 years old. So enter the show. It's a lot of fun, and it's so great to hear the talent in our community. And like I said, the proceeds go towards the homeless in Winnipeg. And I just want to announce that Opaskwarak Cree Nation is on lockdown till June 4th, and our COVID numbers are at 1. The province of Manitoba went on lockdown yesterday, Sunday, and we're in lockdown for 3 weeks. And that means the restaurants are open only for takeout. You can't dine in, so all the numbers are increasing, and the leaders decided to shut down the province for 3 weeks to get our numbers under control and to get our numbers going down again. So I want to give a shout out again to the First Nation police officers who have been patrolling our community for more than a month now, and they're doing a great job. So I want to welcome them to our community. It's always great to have their presence there. I feel safe, and I'm glad they're there. And the other announcement I have is the upcoming award show that I'm hosting with other members from my community. And I'm just going to play the video for that.
It's an evening of celebration as the Inaugural Indigenous Superstars Music Awards 2021 features 26 categories and the chance to take home Top Honor of the Year. This awards ceremony will increase awareness of a songwriter's craft and gain recognition online and through promotion. The show will be streamed live on Indigenous Superstars and Frog Radio, with an announcement coming soon on the date of our awards celebration. To register your songs or single, they must have been released and distributed on Spotify between January 1st, 2019 and July 31st, 2021 at midnight. Entries for submissions are already underway. For all the details, and to see the list of 26 categories, plus hear artist song entries, please visit our website at indigenousuperstars.com.
So that's what's going on. I'm hosting a show, an award show. So I hope a lot of artists submit for the Indigenous Superstars award show. Hey Kim, how's it going? I want to give a shout out to Kim. She's always coming in and tuning in and supporting all the artists that have been interviewed. So thanks for tuning in again, Kim from Kansas. Welcome to the show again this evening. So I'm just going to read the bio of my next guest, and she's a real good friend of mine and a sister. She's the awesome KeAloha. She's a songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and a dancer. KeAloha is an interdisciplinary artist who intertwines her gifts of song, dance, words, and rhythm. She was born and raised in Prince George, where her Lheidli T'enneh ancestry hails, and moved to the ancestral homelands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations, so-called Vancouver, in 2015. KeAloha is a mixed-race femme whose blood carries legacies of Polynesian navigators and dancers, Lheidli trappers and medicine people, Irish farmer settlers, and Chinese immigrants. Her music is a vessel for her to build relationships and understand with the many identities she holds. KeAloha is releasing her debut single this spring titled Mama's Hands, in celebration and love for the one who raised her. Mama's Hands is part of a larger body of work which KeAloha will release over the coming seasons, which center her experience as a femme of color, discovering her ancestral stories, and re-envisioning life with chronic illness, disability. 5 years ago, her chronic illness developed overwhelmingly, and she felt like a bird being asked to learn a life on the ground. Please help me welcome my beautiful friend, and I call her my sister, KeAloha.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Thank you so much for all those amazing announcements and for the beautiful introduction. Really honored to be here with you.
I'm so happy you're here. I just want to announce Keith Ginther said good evening. So he's joining us as well. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. So where are you right now?
I'm just at my house, which is in East Vancouver on ancestral Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations. Nice. Yeah,
I'm noticing all the beautiful plants in your home. They just look so lush.
It's lush. It's a bit too lush. The jungle.
I love it
sometimes. But yeah. Are you at home? You're at home too, right?
I'm in Manitoba. Yeah.
Home office.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I just want to let the audience tuning in know that me and KeAloha met at a residency in Banff, right? Back at 2 years ago now.
Yeah, like
it seems like last year.
Totally. It literally feels like last winter every time I talk about it. I'm like, oh, I was just in Banff, and I'm like, no, it's been a while.
I know, right? That's how I feel too. And then, but we all lost a year due to COVID, right?
Totally, that's true, isn't it? Time lapses right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we met in Banff, and then we also recorded a song together. You were featured on my one song called Played. You did the percussion and the bass, and you did such a wonderful job, and I want to thank you again for being part of that song.
That was so fun, Rhonda. I felt grateful that you asked me to, and that song is crushing it. People are resonating with it. They feel it. It makes sense.
Oh yeah, especially the women, right? It's a power song for us women.
Totally.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions before we get into your first song. So how did you get inspired to play music?
I think my journey with music started really young, I think it stemmed from dance, and also just my mom raised me and my two siblings, and she's also an artist and a performer, and we would always have, she taught us Hawaiian Tahitian dance since we were babies, and so that's really rhythmic and really a lot of percussion, and also but also a lot of melody and string instruments, so that's been a love of mine for a long time. And then I started dancing in the studio with ballet and jazz, tap, hip hop, all that stuff after that. And tap dancing was one of my biggest loves. And then that led me into drumming. my mom surprised me with drum lessons when I was 12, and I just loved it. I was like, I want to practice these rhythms all the time. And yeah, but I didn't super pursue it. I was like in high school band. I was like, cool, this is awesome. But I liked a lot of things, and I was like passionate about a lot of different stuff. But in grade 12, I had this high school band teacher that came in, and her name is Stefania Dubrowski. And Steph is just like this amazing powerhouse guitarist, keyboardist, singer. She was so cool, and she just came in, and I was like, this is awesome. And she like really encouraged me. She's like, yeah, you should go do music if you want to do that. So then I moved to Vancouver and got accepted into the Capilano University jazz program, where I studied jazz drums for the past, well, I graduated in 2018, but did my degree there, and here I am now.
That is so cool. That's so awesome. So my next question is, how many instruments do you play?
Okay, I would say there's ukulele, there's voice, guitar, drums, piano. I would say I play, like, percussion is a weird one because they're all unique, but I would say probably like 6 instruments comfortably. Like I would perform some songs on them.
Cool.
And then I'm always learning. None of them are like, I'm not like, yeah, always learning.
Awesome. So which one is your favorite instrument to play?
Right now, I'm definitely falling in love with guitar, which is funny because this is the first time I've picked up a guitar in like years. And I've had this guitar. It was a gift to me from a godfather years ago. And it's just so beautiful. And I don't know, I think I like it because it's totally new and I have not at all like gotten really comfortable or confident on it. So it's just like really fresh, and it gave me some new ideas for songs, and yeah, just feels exciting to try a challenge, I guess.
That's awesome. So you pronounce the one instrument ukulele. Can you tell us about that one?
Yeah.
Because the way I grew up saying it is ukulele, but I'm obviously saying it incorrectly.
Yeah, I think I just love the ukulele, my little baby here. That pronunciation is based off of Hawaiian pronunciation. So they pronounce their U's rather than U. It's like U. So it's ukulele. Same with, I think in most Polynesian dialects, they speak with that kind of pronunciation. But I mean, the ukulele didn't originate from Hawaii though, but it did become a beloved instrument there. But I guess to me, it just feels right to pronounce it the way my heritage would pronounce it.
Of course. So we're gonna get into your first piece. So I'm gonna give you the screen.
Okay, sounds wonderful. All right. Speaking of the ukulele, I'm gonna play my first song on this bad boy. The song is called "Let Me Go." It is inspired by my journey with chronic illness, and it became an anthem for me when I was going through a really hard flare-up, and I felt like I was like, how am I going to keep living my life like this? I was going through just a lot of grief and like a lot of just wondering how, and then this song came to me, and I feel like probably some of my ancestors, or I felt like maybe my grandma or something was maybe watching over me, and yeah, the song just came to me, and ever since it just definitely feels like a blessing. So this is "Let Me Go."
I feel like nothing, melt into emptiness. No point in breathing. Just let me go. I promise you won't miss me too much. Just let me go, and I won't ask for more from you. You've done enough for me. Like a mosaic, been slowly breaking down, but all the pieces don't fit together. It ain't pretty what I am. I'm scared for you to see me in my darkest light, 'cause baby, you'd give up on me. See my reflection, but don't know who I am. I swallow my hope with every pill. I'm too good at surviving. It's just instinct. I don't feel a thing inside me. Don't know what's worth giving up or really trying. Got no courage to believe again in flying. But in the night, I whisper, please don't give up on me. I'm ready for you to see me and all my ugly. I'm ready for you to see me and all my ugly. And maybe you'll say something inside me, and I'll remember that I belong. There is a place for me. Thank you so much for listening.
That was awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Aaron Brown, tuning in from the United States, says that was a raw, deep song, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Erin. Wow.
Yeah, it was so much passion when you were singing that song. So thank you so much for sharing that. Which brings me to my next question. I wanted to ask you about the challenges that you faced and how did you persevere and work through the challenge that you were telling us about to get where you are now?
I think a huge part of it definitely comes down to my family. My partner, I feel like they've just been with me through a lot of like raw times and just like really helped me like by just constantly showing up for everything, like whether when I couldn't make my own food, when I couldn't like get out of bed, or like when I couldn't have a shower by myself, or like reach for certain things in the cupboard, or like things like, and like emotionally like having to like give up dance and like pull back from performing shows in the music scene. Like my mom, my siblings, my partner, they've been so loving and just like validating. And yeah, I think music definitely became like a huge source of renewal and rebirth for me, which I hadn't accessed, to be honest, until I think I started writing about this. And I guess I really just started writing like 2 years ago, which was when I was starting to like just talk about even like having chronic illness, because for a long time I just felt really ashamed and I just felt really like self-conscious, and like I didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't like it was obvious in that like I stopped being able to show up for school like in my 3rd and 4th year. It was like really hard, and I had to get all sorts of extensions for my exams and my performances and all these different ways. But like, so I feel like it was like under the surface, like obviously people knew I stopped being able to be there, but like I didn't feel comfortable enough to say. I think I just worry that like I won't be as like loved, or I'm different now. So like, do people love this new me? Do they just love how I was? Yeah, but I'm definitely feeling like moments when I share these songs, or like when I just write them, it feels really clear to me that like I'm meant to be, and like and this is meant to be because now I feel a lot more compassionate to other people in a lot of different struggles, whether it's health or other things. So yeah.
That's so wonderful that you shared that with me and the audience, and it just triggered some stuff for myself too. Because when I had my brain tumor, I never told anyone either. Like my family knew and close friends knew, but I didn't want to tell anyone in the music industry neither, because I didn't want no one to feel sorry for me, and I wanted to get into this industry and be respected for my voice and my craft. So I totally understand where you're coming from, and how you want to keep it to yourself, and you don't want to really share anyone because you don't know how we're going to be perceived, right? And it's scary. And just that song was so heartfelt that you shared, and thank you so much for performing that and sharing your journey with your challenge. That was definitely a challenge, and you're doing so great right now. And Jennifer Wood, my friend, is just commented. She said, "It's amazing, Rhonda, how you're giving a platform to artists across this nation. I am grateful to be able to watch during these challenging times. Gives us hope." She is very humble and wonderful. She's talking about you.
Aww. This is Jennifer?
Jennifer Wood.
Aww.
She's a really awesome woman here. I went to school with her, high school in Winnipeg.
What?
Yeah.
Back? That's amazing. That's cool.
And Aaron Brown says, definitely you will now inspire and help heal others through their life struggle and path. Music is medicine. And from Aaron Brown. And then Kim from Kansas says, great words you shared, being open about your illness and letting go of what should be and accepting where you are. And she gives me heart. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. That was just one of the questions I want. And the other question I have is, you come from several different cultures, and I think that's so amazing. And I wonder if you could tell us about the different cultures that your ancestors come from.
Yeah, I would love to speak to what I can. So I grew up in northern BC, colonial Prince George, which is where my Lheidli T'enneh ancestry hails, which is the people of the two rivers. That's where the two rivers meet, the Fraser and the Mackenzie. And I grew up primarily feeling a lot of homeness with my Hawaiian and Tahitian background. And I think it's mainly because my mom, she constantly, with so much love, brought in hula and Tahitian dancing and music, and her dad had taught her hula, and so that has been passed down through the family. And my dad's side is Chinese, but I'm not in touch with him or that side of my family. So yeah, but I know at some time, I'm sure I definitely have like a longing to like know culturally what that feels like for me. I don't know much about that side at all. But and then also from my mom's side, is the Lheidli T'enneh Indigenous and also Irish. My grandma's Irish, and my other great grandma her name was Granny Seymour, and I'm just like, I feel like I always feel so honored when I just say her name, because she was a medicine woman in Prince George area, and they kind of, her nickname, I guess, or her title they called her was the matriarch of the North, and like she was really beloved by community because she just like did a lot of caring and giving, and I don't know, it's cool. I feel like while I don't have any direct contact with her, obviously, and I do have a lot of learning to do about all parts of my ancestry. Honestly, it's going to be a never-ending journey, which I'm so ready for. But I definitely feel that kinship, because as I like learn myself more, and like especially as I'm writing songs and music, I feel like I'm constantly uncovering a little stone, and sometimes my mom will be like, "Oh my gosh, that reminds me of your Grandpa Brown," or like something, and I'm like, "What? That's so awesome!" Yeah, that's me. Right now, I feel like I'm trying to just follow my heart about where to try to explore each day and I feel like it's going to be a lifetime of learning, like I said. So I feel really humbled to say that I identify as those parts of myself. I think that's also been similar to my chronic illness. I think I've done a lot of growing in the last couple of years about how I can talk about that, because I feel really humble. Like I don't know a lot, and I'm doing my best to learn and just show up as best I can and offer what I can.
That's awesome. I think you know a lot. You play lots of instruments really, really passionately. Like you said, you play 6 instruments, and not everyone can do that, and that's so amazing that you do that. So I want to go on to that you were selected as one of the CBC Starlight to 2021. And here's I'm just going to show the poster here.
Thank you so much.
So KeAloha is looking for votes. So go vote for her. And first round is May 11th to May
20th.
20th, and then the second round is June 1st to June 8th. That's what it says. So go and vote for KeAloha.
Wait, vote for this side.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Vote for her.
Which way do I go? That's awesome.
So can you tell us about that before you sing your second song?
Yeah, I'd love to. I don't know what came over me. It was impulse. I went for it. I was like, this is my debut single. My debut single is called Mama's Hands. And I think I was just like, this is the song that I want to introduce to the world. So I was like, let's submit to CBC Searchlight. So I'm like dreaming big and really hoping, because the results of getting into the finals of CBC Searchlight could be really huge and really impactful, like not only for my career, but also it just makes me so excited. Like I just feel like I would then have resources to invite in all sorts of other talented, marginalized artists who I like admire and I would love to work with, and I'd love to like give more opportunities around. And yeah, so I'm feeling really hopeful. I would appreciate any votes. Voting starts tomorrow. I can't believe it. I'm like scared, but I'm excited.
For sure. So I'm going to give you the screen and you can perform your second song.
Okay, sounds good. Awesome. Okay, this is my second song, as Rhonda said. This song is a song that I just wrote a couple days ago, and I picked up the guitar, like I was saying, part of it, okay, this is what happened. I've been talking with my partner because we have so many instruments in the house, and we were like, okay, babe, like, when are you going to play that violin? Or like, when are you going to play that guitar? And I was like, I'm going to play them. And so I am playing this one now. Little tea time, little Taylor. This song is called Rising, and it started off as like a coming of age jam out, like talking about a relationship that I was in and being like, this was not cool, but like I'm ready to rise out of there. And then it just became, I was like, yes to rising. So yeah, this is called Rising. Hope you enjoy it. Can just erase you, though I long to move on. Pieces of me lost in you, but I'm growing new petals, honey. Excuse me, I'm rising today. Your nonsense is out of my brain. Excuse me, I'm rising today. A monster is out of my brain. Ooh. We walked half the night into your room. I let you see me for the first time. You like to think you made the moves so cool. I didn't see you for the first time until I stopped pretending to be blind to the truth. I thought I would lose. Just please don't go all one love on me. I'm not a fool. I think that you lose, yeah. Excuse me, I'm rising today. Your bullshit is out of my brain. We switched to the non-clean version. Excuse me, I'm rising today. Your nonsense is out of my brain. Excuse me, I'm rising today. Your nonsense is out of my brain. Excuse me, I'm rising today. Your nonsense is out of my brain. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm rising today. Excuse me, I'm rising today. Yeah. That was Rising.
Hey. So Jennifer Wood said, wow, let's come out strong and generate people to vote. And Aaron Brown says, good song. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you all so much. Wow, that's so generous of you.
So where can people find your music?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram. Instagram is a great one. I post a lot of updates there. It's at KeAloha.music. You can also go to my website, which is kealoha.ca. I'll be posting on both of those. And my debut single, Mama's Hands, will come out later this spring, and that'll be on all platforms when it does come out, but it's not quite there yet. I also have a Bandcamp, which so far I have offered these beautiful prints that my sibling made in honor of Mama's Hands, my debut single. So you can order them from my Bandcamp, which is my same with KeAloha music. So
Awesome. So everyone tuning in, please remember to go and like my YouTube channel, and you can also view the past people that were interviewed, past artists that have been interviewed. And do you have any parting words, KeAloha?
Just lots of just mahalo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rhonda. You amaze me. You know that. But I will never stop saying it because you amaze me right now. So I really appreciate you making space for us to share here, and I'm really excited to check out the other people this week. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I got a good lineup this week, that's for sure. I got a triple bill. Yourself, Alex Dubergy, and Alexa Dawson. So I'm really excited about that. Erin Brown says, my sister Janet said beautiful, and Erin Brown said, great job, ladies. Thanks, Rhonda.
Oh, amazing.
So I just want to tell everyone, stay safe, continue to social distance, wear your masks. Let's get those numbers down. If you can, go get vaccinated. My next show is on Wednesday, and I'm interviewing my brother Alec Dubergy from Australia. He's a festival promoter, so I'm really excited to have him on. He'll be tuning in from Australia, and then Thursday I have the beautiful Alexa Dawson coming on. So it's going to be a busy week, but it's going to be lots of fun. And thank you so much for coming on again, KeAloha. It's great to see you, and I hope we can cross paths again physically soon and see each other again real soon.
I would love that. I would love that so much, Rhonda.
And remember to go and vote for KeAloha. I'm going to put up vote for her for CBC's Star Search.
Searchlight. Yeah. Thanks, Rhonda. MVP, Rhonda. Oh my goodness.
Awesome. Okay, well, you have a good evening, KeAloha. It's always great to see you.
You too. Do I leave or are you going to leave me?
Love you, sister.
Tune in again next time when Rhonda interviews another up-and-coming Indigenous superstar. Only on Indigenous Superstar.